My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Hey, you guys. Yes, I am live. We are going to talk about 3 strategies that I teach my clients on staying consistent and successful with their nutrition and fitness journey without relying on willpower. Do you struggle with willpower? Do you feel like the reason you can't stick to your goals is that you lack enough willpower to stay consistent? If that's you, you need to stick around because we're going to talk about 3 strategies for success that do not rely on willpower. But first, if you're watching live, please type live in the comments below. And if you're watching the replay, type replay. This helps me out so much because it lets everyone on the internet know that I'm live and they should be watching. Okay, so type in the comments, where are you watching from? Are you watching from my group, Fit and Confident Moms? Are you watching from YouTube? Or are you watching my business page? And what state are you in? Because I'd love to know all that. Okay, we're going to take this banner off. Perfect. Okay, so if you guys are new to me, my name is Coach Rose Peterson, and I am a weight loss mentor to ambitious moms and a certified personal trainer. I help clients locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and virtually all over the world. So if you are new to me, know that I do not sell supplements. I do not sell teas, wraps, powders, none of that. All the information I share is scientific based and is designed to help you with your goals. All right. So please drop your questions in the comments. Let me know if there's something resonating with you. If you want me to talk more about a specific topic, drop that in the comments because I would love to know what you guys are thinking. Okay, so if you are just now joining us and you have not caught part 1 and 2, part 1 and 2 of this series, we talked about science-backed research strategies that we could use that have been proven through science to be successful. It's been researched and proven to use instead of willpower because I believe we cannot rely on willpower to achieve our goals. Do you believe that? Type in the comments below if you feel that you just need more willpower because I want to tell you guys, this is actually should not be a secret. So I want to share to all of you that you do not need to rely on willpower. And in fact, if willpower is the only superpower that you're going to use to achieve your health and fitness goal, then I'm sorry to tell you that it won't be successful. So I want to share with you guys 3 tips and strategies that I coach my clients through so that they are successful with their goals and we don't rely on willpower. Okay. So the first one, we're going to jump right into something I think that is super important, and that is creating an identity statement. So creating an identity statement of who you want to be so that you can continue to make choices that are in line with who you identify as. So if you identify as a person that their health is important to them, create an I am statement. So I am worthy of taking the time to prepare healthy meals for myself. Um, I am someone who prioritizes their health. I am someone who makes good food choices so that my body feels its best. So, if we create these I am statements of something that you desire, even if you're not there yet, we want to tell ourselves that this is who we identify as. Because if we don't find that identity that we want to align ourselves with, it's going to be super hard to or harder to match your actions in line with who you want to identify with. So, for example, I did this exercise for my business coaching. I've done this exercise for who I want to be as a mom. So I think I've created an identity statement based on things that I was lacking so that I could tell myself. So something I just created today because of all the things that are currently happening in my life, I decided like my new identity statement is going to be I am always someone who is ready. And the reason why I want to say that is because I want to be ready to receive all the good things that are coming and so I can say yes more. For example, if I think I am someone who is always ready, I am going to make sure from now on that I'm picking my outfit to wear to an event before the day of the event. I want to be more prepared, more organized. And I know that if I decide to make this identity of someone who is always ready, that means I am going to think like a person who is always thinking ahead. Another thing reason why I feel like that statement resonates with me is because I would like to be more ready to receive um, like people who want to come over last minute. So let's say like my sister-in-law and their kids, they want to come over and hang out. I don't want to be scrambling cleaning the house in like 30 minutes. I just want to be like, yeah, come on over. So in order for that to happen, I need to ensure that I take steps in my life to be ready to receive all these good things. So, yeah, my identity statement is going to be from today on forward, and I'm going to test this out and I'll report back to you guys, is that I am always ready. So, I'm going to use that in my business. I am always ready to receive a new client. I am always ready to receive company or someone who wants to hang out with me. Okay. So for example, if you're at work and one of your coworkers says, "Hey, there's food in the break room. I ordered us crumble cookie. Go help yourself." Your gut reaction, if you're working on your health and fitness and you know you've already budgeted a certain amount for your macros for the day or your calories for the day, and you know this might throw you off, instead of saying to that person, "I'm trying to watch what I eat." How about try on a different phrase and just say, no thanks, I am prioritizing my health. Do you see how much better that feels instead of saying what you're not doing right now? So, no thanks, I'm trying to watch what I eat. Instead, put yourself in a spot where you identify with a being of what you want to be. So instead say, no, thank you. Right now I'm prioritizing my health. That sounds so much better. And actually, this type of identity statement has been studied. I'll have to look up message me if you want me to look up the source. But in the book Atomic Habits, I read about a study that was done on smokers. And the people who identified themselves as a non smoker were more likely to stay a non smoker than the ones that I said, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. Does that make sense to you guys? So if you're a smoker trying to quit cigarettes and someone offers you a cigarette and you say, no thanks, I'm trying to quit, you are less likely to be successful at being a committed non smoker, but you'll be more likely to be successful if your response is, no thanks, I don't smoke. So try this concept on for size. Let me know how this works for you. Okay, so tip number 2, this is probably a no-brainer, but it's a great reminder, which is controlling your environment. So if your environment sets you up for success, you don't have to rely on gritting it through with willpower and like testing your personality, testing your emotions, testing your day to see if you'll actually do what you committed to do. So, controlling in your environment just means that everything around you is helping you set up and prepare yourself for success. So, for example, if you want to start eating healthier and you have want to have healthier options on hand, then you are not going to allow any foods or trigger foods in your environment to be next to you. Why exercise willpower when we don't need to? So if we can set up our environment to support our goals, we don't have to flex willpower as easily. So for example, maybe if chips is something that you have a hard time saying no to, don't bring chips in the house. So you or someone you love, if it's in the house, they're going to eat it. So instead, support your environment for the things that you want to have. So, things that are in line with your current goals. Now, I know for some people, especially moms, this might be a really difficult concept to get the whole family on board by changing your kitchen environment. But some things you can do is kind of have a dedicated out of sight, out of mind shelf just for the kids. Or if you live with a roommate that is like, I don't want you to be throwing out all my stuff. Let them know, like, hey, this shelf high up where I can't see it, or please put it somewhere I don't know where it is. That could be their dedicated shelf. Okay. The other thing about controlling your environment, many of my clients successfully work out from home, and I send them a full, complete workout through an app, and they know exactly what to do every single day. So, to set themselves up for success, some of the things you could do to control your environment to remind you that this is my workout time is to pick out your workout clothes the night before, have them laid out so that you can see them. So, at the end of your day, if you're going to work out after you get off work, they're right there. And what's even better is if you have your shoes and your dumbbells and your bands right next to your workout clothes. Or uh, if you are an early morning exerciser, setting up your environment so that your workout station is set up for you to be ready. So instead of being like, "Oh, I gotta go to the garage, I gotta grab these dumbbells, oh man, I gotta go grab a towel for my sweat. Is that yoga mat in my daughter's room or is it still in the van from our last outing?" Getting everything ready for to set you up for success is going to control the environment, and you're less likely to have to these all these little things that are not ready, they create a barrier, they create resistance, and then you may have to try to will yourself into doing it, but we don't want to do that. We want to be able to lower our resistance, lower all the barriers, and make our environment welcoming for our success. So that is tip number 2, controlling your environment. So these are all proven strategies that I use and teach my clients. So I know the last couple of weeks we talked about research, science backed. Some of these kind of overlap what I talked about earlier in the week, but I will just say these ones are the ones that are my go to. These are the ones that I pull out of my back pocket when I'm coaching a client who may be struggling, or if we have any common obstacles. These are like a menu of ideas that we can come up with so that they can support themselves to stay with their goals. So, finally, my favorite strategy, and we kind of touched on it a little bit so far, is planning ahead. Okay, so planning ahead. And we talked about that this is actually a research backed, proven that you're more likely to stick to your goals if you have a plan. So if you know you're going to go out to eat with your girlfriends, looking at the menu, making a decision ahead of time that this is exactly what you want to eat. Um, Making a meal plan on the weekends. Planning ahead is going to help you stick with your goals. Opening up your calendar and scheduling your workouts, right? So there's no question when you're going to work out. You've already got them scheduled. You already saved that time. It's not a maybe on Tuesday after the kids go to breakfast. Nope. You've already decided. You've already got your schedule out. You know exactly when you're going to work out. So planning ahead, so key. So let me know in the comments which strategy you're going to use so that you don't have to use willpower. And if it makes sense for you to get some coaching, shortcut the process, or you're interested in working with me, drop in the comments, I'm next, and we will get on a quick chat to see if working with me could possibly be a good fit for your goals. So until next time, this is Coach Rose rooting for you to try something new in 2022. See you guys later. Bye bye.